Hi, this is James Thiel, and this is a demonstration of Salesforce Integration with Immediate and Slide Manager's Presentation Builder. So in Salesforce, you're working with a lot of different screens, a lot of different tabs, a lot of different records, and different users have different ways that they're using this. The majority of users are using this for sales process, automation, pipeline management. They're working with the Accounts tab. Maybe they're working with leads that are coming in from different sources. They're working with campaigns. If you're working with the Service Cloud or with account management, then you're probably working with cases. But most salespeople work with opportunities. And so this demonstration is going to show how Presentation Builder from Slide Manager and Immediate integrate with opportunities and the sales process. So you can gain visibility into your sales pipeline and understand how your salespeople are using information. And for salespeople, they're provided with the right information at the right time at any stage for any account that they're working with at any stage during the sales process. They get the right information at the right time to move that account through the sales process, so it makes it improves their efficiency as well as their sales effectiveness. So let me demonstrate how that works. You may be starting off with an account. You can create presentations and associate them with accounts. Better yet, if you're working with, if you have an opportunity, such as this one that's created. I have an account that I just did a needs assessment with, and so that is the stage that I'm with. But now I want to take that information that I gathered at the value proposition and at the needs assessment, and I want to make a value proposition to them. I may be working with them earlier, such as prospecting, or I may be qualifying them where I would need to give them some basic general information. But as I move through this funnel, I'd be sharing more and more specific information to their needs. At the point where I'm doing a proposal, we have other tools that can do price quotes and manage your products, but certainly you're going to be sharing presentation information with them on that. Other stages in the sales process, you're in the negotiation stage. You may need to have competitive information, or you may need to have frequently asked question type slides coming up. So when you're thinking about sales process, one thing to understand is that it's a sales funnel. Every stage in the sales process requires different types of information. And if you're just thinking about canned presentations for one account fits all, then you're going to miss out on the whole concept of pipeline management and working with accounts, the sales process, which by definition means that accounts are thinking about different things. They need to jump through some hoops. They need to, you need to prove yourself before that you're willing to move them to the next stage, or they're willing to consider you into the next stage. You may not even be able to propose a solution to them unless they're qualified, for instance. And in fact, maybe you shouldn't be proposing. So that's a concept of different information at different stages in the sales process. Let me get back here. So let's say with this account that we're working with, we've done the needs assessment. We're now ready to do a value proposition. So I have that opportunity. I make that change to the stage. I click on the Create Presentation, which takes you to Presentation Builder. Single sign-on has been integrated here, so once you've signed into Salesforce, you don't need to log in to Presentation Builder when you want to go there, and then you can jump around within Salesforce and keep coming back here, and you get to the information that you want. The whole library organization is going to be set up matching your sales process, your situation. There may be specific folders of information that you want salespeople to sell or to use during the qualification stage. Information that says who you are, what you do, your mission, your purpose, maybe your executive team or different things. And the presenters would be coming in here. They'd know what stage in the process they were. And in response to needs assessment is where we said this client was. So let's come in here. And so this has a couple questions like who's your client's target demographic. So maybe your client told you a little bit about what they're trying to do, who their customer is. If it's a media company or what they're trying to do. You'd select those folders. The presenter would be able to see the slides. So they're not having to search and go through a large library. They're clicking through this library organization, and when they get down to the point where they see the blue arrow here, that means that these are slides, these are stories that they should be talking about with that client that fits this scenario. If I was at the point of proposal support, I might be clicking through here and finding different products that this client that meet this client's needs, and I'd be able to select that and bring that down and add that to my presentation. And of course, with immediate, we manage the content separate from the design, so you're able to come in here and select the appropriate design. You're able to share this, distribute it, deliver it to the customer. When you're saving it, it has the integration with Salesforce, so you can see that the account that I had launched from, Foothills Appliance, and the opportunity I'd launched from is already selected here. But if for some reason I wanted to select another opportunity I might have active with that, I could change my mind. So it's flexible in that way. I'm going to name this presentation. At this point, I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to download it because I just want to associate it with Salesforce, and I'll be able to do those things later. But I'm going to be saving this presentation. And at this point now, that presentation's been saved. So if I wanted to, if I was coming back later and looking at this account or looking at this opportunity, I would have the information here. I would have the different versions. I'd be able to pull up that presentation. If I wanted to edit it later, if I wanted to download it, I'd be able to look at what was included in that presentation. I'd be able to email that to a customer from within Salesforce, which of course has tracking. I'd be able to, if I was a manager or somebody that was looking at analytics, all of the reporting and dashboards that you expect to be able to manage the pipeline is able to now tie in presentations that you created with Immediate or Slide Manager. So you'd be able to look at presentations that are being generated by opportunity stage. You'd be able to look at presentations that are created by presenter, tie it back to campaigns if you're using that, look at presentations by industry, look at top presentations, just anything. I mean, presentations now becomes an object within Salesforce, and you'll be able to associate that with anything that you're doing. So it becomes a complete solution and gives you a lot more than just a basic content management program, because if you've read the Salesforce for Dummies, handbook on implementation, it does state in there that while Salesforce has a content management program called Content, if you're really serious about document management and presentation management, you may want to look at a full-featured program, and that's what Slide Manager and Immediate provide, is a full-featured presentation management program.